Well, we got to see some pretty fabulous cars and some not so fabulous cars, but we got a call just a second ago. I don't think he's going to take my offers. He's thinking about it on the 63 split window, but other than that, he's just one of those guys that likes to shop around and see who will pay the most money. I think I offered him pretty perfect money on everything I made an offer on.
Well, I saw.
So I think he's in the retail sales area, not the wholesale sales area. So 3 hours to home. Been like Happy holidays, everybody. The 25 days of Christmas are in effect here at Gas Monkey Garage, and today's deal, well, check this out. Every order over 50 bucks is getting a Hot Wheel thrown in there for free, and 1 in every 4 orders is gonna get one of these Hot Wheels signed by me. And that's the only place you can get it, unless you come by Merrill Road right here, and I'll sign one for you. So get you some of that. Boom. All right, so every day here at Gas Monkey is like Christmas, and today's a big one because if you watched in the last episode, we popped up to Oklahoma to try to take a look at some cars that a gentleman was getting rid of, and he had everything from a Ferrari Dino to a really, really rare Lamborghini to some Austin Healey's to Range Rovers to 63 Corvette, Shelby Mustangs, you name it. We weren't able to put together a deal that day. He just didn't know what he really wanted. He was kind of fishing for it. I really needed the Vet for a customer of mine. He's been on the look for a black 63 split window Vet. So, you know, back and forth, a little bit of working on the phone. We came home empty-handed, but now the truck's here with the Vet. Get you some of this. Some of this one, cowboy.
Not bad.
Not bad. It's a 63 splitty 4-speed.
It's pretty clean. It's black, and the brakes work.
Well, I bet you this is how I'll start with the minor stuff.
Yeah, just fuel. You can smell the fuel. You can see the fuel.
I can smell it. A little rotten.
Yeah.
So we probably want to make sure we clamp that off.
Man, all the 90s billet on this thing.
Oh, what?
The 90s billet.
Yeah. Guy said he'd had the car for a really long time.
Looks good though. They did a decent job.
I've got a customer, and he may want us to build it.
Okay.
Or you may just want to drive it like this for a little while and then build it. I don't know. But I'm going to call him right now and tell him it's here.
Okay.
Let's just put it to the side. Once we finish up a couple things, we'll jump on this next week and put it clean bill of health and see what we have to start with.
Okay. Sounds good. We can do that.
Don't be so excited, man. I've never had a 63 Vet in here. Well, not in 2 years. Let's just do the normal thing. A little battery, a little go-go juice, real slow and easy.
Okay.
Today is pretty fun. I'm getting a Lamborghini front engine V12, and I'm also getting a factory black on black and a black convertible top, 68 Shelby GT350. Pretty cool car, pretty cool combination. They didn't make a whole bunch of them. I keep up with everybody. When there's a whole collection, I don't get everything bought. So I give them a call every few weeks, every month or so. And sure enough, they were ready to get rid of a couple more. We made a deal on the price. I sent Sean up to get them, and whammo jammo, I'm getting a Lambo. What? It's so cool.
This is a nice load.
Were people just freaking out that you go with no top?
I was like, the rain looks good.
So pretty rad. As far as having a plan, I don't really have one yet, but a black on black convertible Shelby is pretty rare. I did a little peeking at the numbers. Neat car. We haven't done the numbers on the motor and trans yet, but as complete as the rest of the car is, probably numbers matching. And then the Lambo, that just tickled my fancy like crazy when I saw it the first time. And I guess, Sean, you said it has a story or something? What's the dealio?
So you remember the surgeon? And how he was in surgery when we went up there in the summer.
Yeah.
Well, his brother, I talked to him after I loaded the car up. He's like, "Now I can tell you the story behind it." I go, "Okay, what's the story?" He was like, "Well, the Lamborghini, the Maserati, and the Dina. The doctor loaned a guy $45,000 who was in need of money and used the cars as collateral. He wired the money to Italy. The guy got the money in Italy and died in the lobby of the bank."
So he got the cars.
He got the cars for $45,000.
The cars weren't in Italy, though.
No, the
They were
cars
here.
were in Oklahoma.
Wow.
Talk about a success story and it hit home
Well,
run.
it wasn't for the guy that got the money.
No. So these don't have bad juju on them, thank God. But that's a crazy story.
That's nuts. That's a good deal for him, considering I just paid. Fuck, what did I pay? 55 and 90 or something?
Right. We don't remember what the Dino was, but it was over 100.
Oh, he said he sold that car for north of 300.
So there's
Yeah,
350,000 plus the Maserati.
that's pretty rad.
Yeah.
So, all right. So the Lambo is got a clutch problem?
Yes. She's spewing clutch fluid. So
Is it just coming straight out?
Yeah.
Okay. Then, guys, we're gonna roll this off slowly, and I don't want anybody pushing any pedals in there. It's got a clutch leak, so I don't want to be squirting the juice out everywhere, or the brakes, or anything else.
brakes work? Brakes are fine.
So people were like, "Look at that Shelby," and then they're like, "What the fuck is that?"
I still can't. It's the most bizarre Lamborghini I've ever seen in my life.
It's supposed to be super, super rare. I'm gonna have Tony do some research real fast. I think they only made like 300 of them.
I can see why.
Well, it's like a super rare version.
What color we figure out this was? Red originally?
I don't remember. Did he say it was red or did he say it was like
I
green?
don't remember.
Let me get Tony out here.
You opened that door and it even smelled nice. Wait.
No, that's that Italian.
Oh, that's you.
Oh, you're so sweet. It's that Italian leather, bro.
I got a job.
Doesn't drive.
Look at that. Look at that seat. I got a job.
You do have a job, bro.
About this one.
You got a job.
I got a job.
You got a
I got a job.
You're going from that truck to a Lambo.
He said, let me find you something harder. So here it is.
There you go.
Here it is. Top of the line.
Hey, Tony. How many of these Lamborghinis did you say they made? Because it's like the rarest Lamborghini, right?
It's like 323, I think, is total.
Total, 300.
323 total, yeah.
328.
328.
You said.
328 it is.
I heard it from the heavens. 328 of them. It's pretty cool. I bet you there can't be more than 50 or 60 of them running around. Very, very cool. The design stuff is just rad on it. Yeah.
Probably, there's probably 100 of them gone. So what is it? What did we say it was? 328?
Yeah.
So there's probably 200 still out there. These cars, some of these cars got harvested for the engine and drivetrains.
Maybe?
And then, of course, a bunch of them got wrecked. These are the Miura rims. These were an option on these cars, and a few of them had it. The ones that didn't have it, they're probably worth 30 grand less.
Yeah, but the wheels aren't worth 30 grand.
The wheels are not worth 30 grand. The car's worth 30 grand more with these wheels on it.
It's still worth what Rich paid for.
Well, Richard, what did Richard pay for what?
For the car.
Richard bought this
Did
car?
you buy the wheels or the car?
Well, we bought this car.
That's
We bought
Richard.
this car.
That's Richard.
Who did you think Richard was?
Okay, cut that out.
Senior moments with Tony.
Senior moments.
Senior moments.
Has brakes?
Runs, drives.
Maybe?
Except for it's got a clutch problem.
What do you
I mean,
don't have me get in this car and say maybe.
like you'll find out right about that area if it has
And
brakes.
that leaves me out of getting in it.
It's got brakes, but Phipps, your ramps aren't even in the right place.
Hey, like that right there.
That one is. This one's a little on the outside. Hold on, I think.
Damn it, Kenny.
By an inch. 1 inch.
I'm told that's a lot.
1 inch is a lot.
That's enough.
On a cold day or a warm day?
That sounds like enough to me.
I've never heard that.
Because it's never enough for you.
And you have some brakes, right?
We got brakes.
Drag it off.
Keep going. Send it. Send it. God dang it, Phipps.
First time I've ever sat in a Lamborghini, I think.
It's all about what's under the hood.
Wow.
And I was
man,
like,
that looks
oh
a
my
shit.
God.
Be careful pushing this around by hand, guys.
Yeah.
I don't want any dents in it.
Man, look at that.
That does make this car sexy.
Oh, that's freaking rad, man.
It is. Beautiful.
Pretty cool day. Got me a pretty rare Shelby and a really rare Lamborghini, albeit pretty ugly. The black on black Shelby, I think I got a buyer for that. Dennis is always buying Shelbys right now for some reason. Frankly, I'm a little scared of them, but with the package deal, I did all right. So maybe I can get him to come buy that and I won't have to touch it because it's been sitting for a long time. The Lambo, I think we just fixed the clutch problem, stick it up for sale, because where are you gonna get a front engine V12 Lamborghini with Mura wheels on it, for 100 grand? Let's do it. Boom.
Okay. We're ready.
Well, Richard's off doing some buying, across the pond. We're gonna update you a little bit on what we bought in Oklahoma and where it is now. Because, we bought this out of Oklahoma. I think that came from the same collection. I think that was bought in Oklahoma.
That's
We got a lot of Oklahoma cars in here. So, Fitz, what do we do to this thing?
Okay, so we put tires on it, brand new. They all match all the way around. Okay, the transmission, when you had, not under load, but when you were just cruising, you had a noise, so we had the transmission rebuilt. We put a carburetor on it, because when we got it, it's like it wasn't quite finished, but they had a huge carburetor. What was it on it? It's freaking huge.
780 or something like that.
But it was just too much. And it wouldn't stay running, just flooded out. So we put a carburetor on it, polished the heck out of it. We did something in here. What did we do?
We just had to take the shifter apart to get the transmission
Oh, yeah.
back in.
Yeah, because that wasn't.
Yeah, we had a bed sinker on the trans, I think third gear.
And then
Sinker.
cleaned it up. Hooked up. There was a couple things that weren't. That's why we thought maybe it wasn't finished. There was a couple things we had to hook up. But no, it's a great car.
So it's sold to one of his buddies that is currently overseas or out of state, or I don't know where he's at. He just likes to travel. Well, this is why it's here. It's because until he gets back and actually gets to drive it, it's gonna stay here. We also bought this in Oklahoma. This is the 1970 Chrysler 300 that we just got done detailing. It didn't need much. I think we fixed a couple leaks on it and just went through the brakes and put tires on it.
Oh, gas. No, man, the gas was.
Oh yeah, the whole gas tank. Yeah, the gas tank.
The whole
needed
fuel
to be
system was.
Need to be replaced. New fuel pump, new lines, new. Forgot about that. But and then another one in Oklahoma was the Lamborghini. What was the name? What's the name of it? Mara or what is it?
A Jarba?
I don't know. I can't pronounce it.
Back here.
Let me see what it says.
Yarma.
Yarma. But it starts with a J, so it's Jarma. So anyway, so here
Either that.
is that.
V12
Yeah.
front engine.
Yeah, it used to
I
be.
like that much.
It used to be. There's a prop right there. It used to be green and red,
And blue.
but they
white.
couldn't get green or red spark plug wires,
It's the paint of the
so
car
they
yellow.
painted the car yellow to match wires. It ran. Clutch need bleeding. Actually, it was empty. But bleeding the clutch. Okay, and that was a big thing with Tony, because Tony is Mr. Lamborghini. I mean, really, it says it on his license. So we were talking about the slave cylinder down there, the hydraulic clutch. So, but the exhaust, I mean, you can barely see it. I mean, you can see it, but you can't get your hands to it. And there's two lines going off of it. So okay, usually there's a bleeder. Well, the other line was the bleeder. So we fucked with Tony, or we messed with Tony to the point where he's like getting red.
And then
Well,
I find out it's right over
Yeah.
there. It's right in between the valve covers.
It's right There, they painted it black. See it? Want to feel it?
I don't think anybody wants to
a little
feel
wet. If you rub on it, you get a little wet. Right there, see? But no, this is actually a fun car. Yeah, I can only go around the block a few times.
Yeah, because you got to drive this one, didn't you?
Yeah. Look where they mounted the radio, people. They just had to have the radio. It's backwards.
You don't know what the hell you're doing.
So yeah.
So you seen the Shelby get bought by Dennis in his last coffee walk, or late one of the previous coffee walks, and it's still here. He's got to come pick it up. He's been running around doing all kinds of crazy things like normal Dennis, and well, it's here. We haven't touched it. So does it run? I have no idea. Does it drive? I have no idea.
But it should.
It should.
It is a Ford, so maybe not.
But it's sold. So I guess there's a story behind it. I guess you can watch that in his coffee walk.
Look at that. A real one.
Is it though?
So if y'all know the story, do y'all want to hear the story?
Playboy.
It was made in the Ford plant back in
No, but it has something to do with Playboy or something. I don't know. Something to do with Playboy.
Somebody ordered 10 of these, and this is the only black one with black interior and a white top.
Supposedly that's the story. I don't know if it's true or not. Dennis can tell you that. I can't. I don't know the story. All right, so the cars. These are the cars that we bought in Muskogee, Oklahoma. The Corvette, the Mustang, and then the Lamborghini. So I think we have the Superbird that's new as well. And I don't think we're not allowed to touch it. We're not even allowed to have the keys.
No, you can't even look at it with safety glasses.
Okay. So Richard really has been wanting one of these, I guess. I don't know. He always says that about everything he buys.
Yeah, everything he buys is like that.
So we went up to Oklahoma to get this, and there was 3 of them in there, if you see the video or whatever. One was a driver, one was a show car, and this one was a both. But the guy was walking around and telling me that every one of these was made with a vinyl top for some reason. This is a Superbird only, or whatever it is. Superbird?
Superbird.
Mopar, Plymouth.
Super Chicken.
Pistol grip, 4-speed, which wasn't. Apparently the 4-speed thing wasn't as common as you would think in a car like this. But look here, this hood was flat. And this is where they added on right here. So they just added on. And this is metal. And you can it's only got hood safety latch for the hood and hood pins. Because you know how long that would have been to open the hood? You had to go. And there's no way to look in there.
Hey,
well,
you're touching it too much, Phipps.
They had cables.
You're touching it too much.
But supposedly this car is super rad, so I don't know.
It's okay, so it's period correct block, but it's been stroked out. So this is a runner right here, dude.
And before he bought it, I think it was straight pipe too.
Yeah,
it sounded mean.
It sounds mean now. But yeah, they said they drove it to around the town, which is La Biche town, with open headers.
Oh,
it's a little town.
I wish we could drive it, but we can't.
Can't even start it.
Nope, don't even have the keys.
But look here, y'all could actually sit on this.
I would not sit on it.
A double dog dare you, Phipps.
Double dog?
Double dog dare
dog?
you.
No.
So you might have seen this car on the Bring a Trailer auction. Well, something happened between the buyer or something that didn't sell, and it's here, and well, we needed it anyway. So you're gonna want to stay tuned for that in early 2023 because that's gonna probably kick off 2023. All right, so we're back in the shop, and well, 52 Fleet Line, well, y'all know that's done. Runs good, everything. We're just cleaning up last little builds that we have going on here in the shop for 2022. Hopefully Richard can get that deal done, and can we say where he's at? Ireland? Can we say that? Sure. Well, he's in Ireland, so that's a teaser for next week's video. But hopefully he gets that done. It's supposed to be super badass, and just stay tuned and keep watching.
23 and me. It's gonna be a great year.
Get ready to bang.
Woo-hoo.